Hi there, it's Phil from parkerlings.com. I hope we find you well. Now today is going to be my first day of a proper garden video. Hopefully it'll all go well, because I'm a little bit on the rusty side, because it has been a bit since I've had a proper garden, and currently I'm trying to make a garden from what we have. So getting there slowly, but then again it did take 18 years to get my garden going to what it was when you saw it on the previous videos. So I'll have to remember the fact that it does take time and it's not an overnight thing. So what am I going to do today? Well, we're talking about tomatoes, one of my favorite things, and the way to try and help them grow better, more energy, getting to the fruit than being wasted on leaves. So let's show you what I mean, shall we? So there you go, that's our Sweet 100 tomato. It's looking very nice. It is an indeterminate, so what I'm going to show you can be done. I would advise not to do this with determinate. There are reasons which I'll go into later. Now, as you'll see here, nice looking healthy. We've got some flowers here coming out direct from the stem, which is great. And we'll see down here though, you've got the stem, you've got the arm, which is effectively an arm. It's the leaf branch. Nothing grows on the leaves at all. Everything grows, as you can see, up here on the stem. So in between though, you've got this armpit here. This is something you don't necessarily want in there. That's a sucker. So very interesting word, I'm sure you can think, but if you've not done this before. Now these are basically taking energy away from the plant, from its production of flowers and fruit. So what we want to do, sorry, leaf in the way again. We need to take these out. Now, easy as anything, you can just take it out with your fingers or a little tiny snipper, just go like that. There you go. So that's it. We've got this out of the way now. That now means that the energy that was going into producing this is now going into the stem, it's going into the flowers, therefore then into all the fruit, which is brilliant. Now, I've got rid of one, but you'll see there's more. We need to get rid of those if we can, and there's one other thing we need to do with it as well. So if you bear with me, I'll bring you in. Elsa, hello girl, you come to join us, huh? You going to join us? So, as you can see here, clearly got more here, got another one here, and up here there'll be another one coming. So there's lots of them to get rid of. So it's going to give a nice bit of energy to the plant. Now for some reason or other, there are two growing in here. So I will take this one here out. That's the smaller of them. It'll have its own roots underneath, so we can just make that its own thing again, which is brilliant. Now you'll see up here, if we just turn around, this stem goes up and then splits. Okay, so here's our problem. So obviously we have our leaves coming through, we've got rid of the suckers, we're going up, that's your main stem there, that there is your leaf. Then where are we now? So basically one of these is a stalk. You're looking up there, and they both go into leaves, like so. Now how do we tell which one is a stalk? Well, for this one it seems actually quite easy. Now if you see here, it goes up, ignore this for now. The one there in the middle should be the one, but if you're not sure and you just leave it a while, you grow up, you find that on this stem, there are flowers. Flowers only come off of the stem there, so you know that you can get rid of this one here, that's the sucker. If you don't get rid of it, it makes a whole new thing. All of that then starts going up, makes a plant of itself, and well, you don't want that. You just want it all coming on, all in one go, and let it just do its thing. So what we're going to do is sort that out. Now we are going to leave this branch here on. We're going to leave this here, and we're going to take this off. So we just need to get our snippers in. I won't do that in my hand, just in case I damage it. So we'll snip that off, like so. Bear with me. Okay, so now we've got that then. In fact, I did take that off there. The reason I took it off is because I accidentally took it off. But you can see there, we have this one stalk now. It's going up very nicely, be nice and healthy. It's got the one flower coming out here. That's fine. And I just need to get rid of a couple of the extra suckers there. And we've got our little marigold here just to add to colour. So there we go, we got it off. Now what do we do with it? A couple of options. We can either put it into the compost, like so. But no, I'm not going to do that. Something else you can do, you can get yourself a cup of water or glass of water and then just put it straight in like so, making sure no leaves are actually inside the cup. You don't want them touching the water, it'll just go all icky. So we've put it in this, that's great. Now you'll see here, all the way down here, you've got lots of little hairs. So there, loads of hairs. You can't see them there because I just put it in water, but you'll see hairs there. Now, each one of those hairs, effectively, is a root. So that's what I say with tomato plants, put them in as deeply as possible, because not only do they have the roots that you'll see when you take them out of the pot, they also have the roots that can expand all the way from the stem. So if they're deep, they can bring the roots out more and more. There's more strength, it's holding it in nicely. And it works out perfectly. It is really good to do it this way. So the more strength you can get in the ground, the better. And of course with this one will slowly root. You get some all along here, and then we'll plonk that in the ground. We'll probably take these off here and just put it down to about here in the soil. Leave that much just for rooting. And then you've got yourself a new plant and you've not had to pay a penny for it. So they are the best kind of plants, the ones you don't have to pay for. But that will be nice and healthy, I'm sure. And I will show you that in a while once it actually gets the roots going. And I'll tell you what, I'll show you another one. I've got another plant which is doing a similar thing. So bear with me. See here, it's going up nicely. And then this happens. So here's our arm, our branch, which nothing happens on. There's our stem. You know that's the stem because again, there, that's flowers. And it goes up again. And you see all the way to the top there's more flowers. So we can do the same thing here. We can take this sucker here off, which is actually doing really well. In fact, it actually has some flowers just up here. It's got flower buds. So we can make that into a nice little plant. So I will cut this off here. So let's just get the one we're going to take off. It's going to be too thick now for me to do this. So I've got my trusty secateurs. Here we go. Well, there we are. As you'll see, that is the same plant there. It does have those flowers starting up there. And you'll see here better on this one, all the way through here, these are little hairs starting. And they are all little roots. So we can plant that in water as well. But what we'll do as well, we're going to take these bottom ones off here because they don't want to be in the water. They'll just go icky. In fact, we can probably take that one off there as well. There we go. So that's our thing. It's like a little bit of celery. And so again, we're going to get a cup and put it in like so. So I'll probably put a bit more water in here, just so then it goes a bit higher up the stem, and then it's got more chances of even better roots. So I will do that, and then I'll come back and show you what happens, and hopefully we'll have some roots in no time at all. So let's hope, but it should definitely happen. So let's just show you when it does. Now there's one other thing that I'll show you. Now on tomato plants, they need to get air going around. They need circulation of air. And to do that, you don't want loads of leaves all over the place. The plant does not want that, otherwise you won't get all the air coming around. So we need to get rid of some. Now all you have to do is just like we did with those suckers there, just pull them off. But what we say normally is to have about a foot from the ground of no leaves at all. That way also, what it means is that no leaves are touching the ground. They're not getting wet and soggy and possibly getting any kind of diseases as well. So that is another thing to add to your list of things to do. Now, if you have a look at mine again, so we're looking up here, so you can see how tall that plant is. It's not particularly tall yet. So what we'll do is we'll come in and we'll see, well, that, thinking that's the left of my hand here, So we need to get rid of this one here. We can get rid of this one, and we'll get rid of this one here, I think. And then the rest of it can just grow up nicely, and we'll just continue then just taking the suckers off as they go. So just a thing to tell you to do, make sure anything that's also going down to the ground, so, you know, for example, if you've got this one here, and that is going down like that, that's a no-no. That could get damaged, could get wet, can cause disease. You don't want any of that. You just want it to stay nice. Get rid of that, and more energy, which would have going into this thing, is going to stay in here and do the job you want it to do, produce more good fruit. So I do hope you'll find that useful. I will go in with these and put them in a good spot to catch some sun as well, and hopefully we should get some good growth pretty quickly. So I'll get an update to you shortly. Take care. God bless. Bye bye.